Greetings. Join us. Welcome to what is this? Greetings. Brought to you by Fifth Dimension. So the Astral War, we'll go into a little bit, or as much as we can. We'll channel the Astral. We'll just channel the Astral War. That should be interesting. And Sirian Akashic record with the Earth. Like, what was it before? This is like a continuation from yesterday of what kind of Earth was this before, like Atlantis, and what was it? So let's see where I get with that. And I'm going to Khufu. Hopefully, I'm pronouncing that right. I think so. Pharaoh Khufu. He is connected to the Great Pyramid, the largest one. Well, he's connected to it. Doesn't mean he was part of building it, but go by archaeology propaganda. So Khufu, I just felt Khufu's energy. It's not something I normally would tap into, but it should be good. So, all right, we'll just go into it, or give you a quick update, which I don't remember. Anyway, we have private sessions, maybe. Here, shop. I'm on the 13th. I'm on the 13th. That's all I'm going to say with that. Same situation here. Webinar tomorrow. Social network, Rabbit, behind the scenes, and upcoming event in March. I need to put that on my site one of these days. So, all right. Okay. So Astral War, interesting. So yeah, so basically where this is coming from is astral attacks. Basically, people are going through. Everybody's had it, even if they're not aware of it. It's been making its rounds around the world every day, especially as we go into a. You have in our weight, if you're doing research, you connect to Lockheed Martin, or you're trying to channel the energy there, you can get energy hit. All of a sudden, you're very tired. All of a sudden, you want to take a nap for 2 days, those type of things. So, and they play, Tiger Woods and his little whatever to keep the third dimension going, keep those wheels running. So, yeah, I'm not sure where I'm going to get out of this, actually, what they are willing to reveal. But this is a big deal because they get in your mind, as Astral War, they get in your mind and they try to put you against yourself or against others. Or you can get sick through Astral. I've been going through like a kind of a Astral. Sometimes you see things in Astral, you don't remember, but you see things in Astral that you probably should, or you bring it back or try to bring it back and to remember, and then you get sick, and then next thing you have a coronavirus later. Well, that might be true, or something worse. Either way, I mean, Astral can make you sick. I think Astral can also kill you too, depending on what you're doing. You'd be surprised. As long as you're running good, you should be fine. But people do mess around where they shouldn't be doing things they shouldn't be doing. So. I know it's a little bit weird, might not make any sense, but when you're doing this for a long time, you're getting more aware of that reality. I mean, it's not an easy reality to connect to, of course. But yeah, they don't like knowledge from Astral being brought back here, but you gotta give us something every once in a while. So, all right, okay, yeah. It says, who knows where this is gonna go. So Astral, probably should go more into Astral realities, just keep poking at it and see where I can get from it. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, like the Astral week. So, okay. All right, blessings. Here we go. Greetings to you. This is Astral. We are more of a reptilian presence. Yeah, we are your guardians of your galaxy. Not really. It's more of a bad joke. Yes, your planes, your trains, your weather is planned in Astral. There are beings that wish to manipulate. They call themselves gods. They don't always dress like them, gods, but some of them are very. There are godlike beings that are dressed in plain clothes that act like God, or literally have the power of God. You can almost say that your astral is, yeah, similar to Twilight Zone, where it's different realities, different. You see realities, you see episodes of strange situations. Like you connect to someone's energy field and you see the world that they're living in. And you connect to another person and you see a whole different reality altogether. So each of you has your own world, basically, as you've heard, your own universe. So in this plane, in your reality, there are dictators that plan events. So you have like you call astral gods that get angry with the humans and cause difficulties here. Such as a celebrity having a car accident, for example. Because they want to get the minds, because they can see the future pretty clearly. So you can say there are beings, you call them your elites, but they call themselves the gods of dictating reality. And you chose this to break free of it. Many of you chose to break free. Others need to learn the lessons. Well, you have beings that are this powerful to lock down a world like this. You want to learn from them. So there's different stages of learning from them. So that's why many choose the physical and just stay shut off, because they're learning from beings that are just insane, you can say. So yeah, you have to look at your reality a little bit differently. Now, do these guys dictate your reality? They're not afraid of anyone, no. Do they make mistakes all the time? Are they selfish? Of course they are. Now, there are light gods and there's negative gods. The light ones can only do so much here because so many people give their power to the negative due to money, wealth, propaganda, manipulation, those type of things. So yeah, you don't have to look at your god. There's several gods. It's like kind of like the Greeks, but they're like normal people. But they have a lot of major influence here. Like they can have dinner with their family and read the Earth's energy at the same time. It's like, and they have beings that come to them also, just giving you a different outlook. Obviously, there's different ways of looking at this, but this is one of them. So yeah, you can think of a god walking around just on a beach wearing just a regular shirt and shorts, and no big deal. Glasses, yeah, but kind of a dictator of this reality. One of many. So, yeah, they get angry at humans all the time. Yeah, they send their stooges here. And now, are they reptilian or not? No, they aren't. They're humanoid, but they're not reptilian beings, no. They're your kind. They're your people, but they're at a higher density level. Are they Anunnaki? They can have anything they want as for DNA, but they are on a higher plane. They just learn how to dictate your reality. So, and you're here to heal that energy. Now, is this like the Wizard of Oz? Yeah, I can say that because they're not that exciting. Yeah. But they know enough to keep your world isolated and shut down. So, and you can say there's many that call themselves gods. That is true. But there are true dictators here that are running your show. And there are many. There's not just one. There's many. So, give you some insight into how this works. That's the basics. That's all we can do at this time for you. Those that are receiving energy tax, it's different for everyone. Why it happens? It's just keeping people at a lower vibration. It wants drama to keep the Earth at a low frequency. So wherever it can drum it up. With light workers, with spiritual people, it doesn't really matter. If you get spiritual people against each other, that's more the merrier. So this is why I have like a spiritual person that's very popular, and it's like a fraud energy, but people go to it anyway. That's kind of the idea. Same thing, it goes for religion, same story. It's like, we'll just get this. I mean, it doesn't mean there's not legit energy there, but there's also manipulation going on. So like the ones that manipulate society the most are the ones that get most popular. Gee, I wonder why. So it's not always the case. Some legit people do make it, but it's not easy. Just to give you an idea of how they work. They're not going to just give power to just anybody. They're going to make it easy for those that continue the agenda. If you're here to bring in a positive and be authentic, good luck with that. I mean, you get help, but you really got to bust your ass, as you know. While others get easy street. So they don't know why they get popular. They just do. Oh, it's a miracle. They're getting help is what is happening. So as long as they clock in every day, they'll get help. It's all part of the plan. Good day. Greetings, we are from Sirius. Yes, connecting to your Akashic records of your planet. Yes, there are many different Earths, of course, that you're connected to. Many of you incarnated from actually more advanced planets to come here to assist this Earth because you connect to a higher plane of vibration, a healing energy, and you come to a lower energy to help it evolve. So many of you do come from a future. Many of you do come from a future Earth, an Earth that makes more sense. So Earth that has been bleeding for attention is, yes, a work in progress, as you can see. And yes, of course, there's going to be a descension here. That's the whole point of it. It's called its people. Is for people when people lose hope within themselves. Yes, your world's going to be under control. Many of you are, yes, being tested with your, even if you're spiritually aware, you still get tested. And that's the idea, is to take away your hope where you have none. So that's why things take so long. So you just got to continue with the rhythm of yourself and not worry of aliens showing up or angels. Just elevate yourself, which is the hardest thing to do. As you evolve, the world evolves around you. Not an easy one. It's like you have the fire within yourself in a dark cave. You are exploring. Keep that fire going, basically. So your ancient Earth, there are, yes, artifacts of your Earth that has been your planet itself has been a dictator of the universe at one time. Your planet. Yes, a darkness here that has not been seen in most places. Well, your dictators of your universe came here. Well, the universe, you say it came from darkness. Well, that's how it you weren't. So you get your darkness and you speed things up. It's just the way they're all attracted to this world for many reasons. Obviously, it did not look the way it does today. It looked very different in its ancient past. This is before any Atlantean energies found. As many versions of Earth before it's the version of yours that you're tapping into. It was in it, yes, a different location. Of course, there's many different locations. You can say your Earth was part of the center of the universe at one time. And yes, it was a part of creation that was very negative, but also very positive. But the negative never really let go. It's still here. So the Earth was moved around a lot. This is what creation is going to look like. And it's where, yes, you have birds and all different types of beings. It looks very different than it does today. Even dinosaur beings. But remember, this is not the dinosaurs that you're aware of. These aren't the birds you're aware of. This is beyond that. So, yes, you're just... Now, the reason why it's where the planet is now, it's tucked away. It's kind of hidden, not entirely. It does cause a lot of difficulties because it pulls in so much darkness. But it pulled in a lot more darkness in its past. Well, once again, it's darkness and light. I mean, you had all this darkness, but also you had all this light that was so powerful. And it helped create a lot of planets. Helped create a lot of, set the stages of existence on other worlds. It's like, this is what we're going for. It's like a blueprint for other worlds. It just played a role where some of you humans obviously today are going to have difficulty. Well, many humans here, yes, they want disclosure, they want all these things, but they're so they're so much into the physical. They're trying to make this physical make sense, even if it makes no sense. They just do it. And that's part of their own journey. Well, as many in the physical are not ready for the non-physical so much, but they do keep it entertaining. And that's important. Many are not ready for the spiritual connection. Not at all. It is because many of you are stepping out of the physical. So it's easy. But the Earth, the version of, basically, yes, this planet is part of, now, what defining your center of the universe. In its beginning, it was part of the beginning of your universe creation. And it was, yes, once again, very different. You can say there's magician beings here. There's always been a human element here also. In some form or another. It's always been ancient human. And when your Earth was being formed to what it is today, it was an ancient human that was very, did not remember the old Earth anymore. But there are humans here that forgot. As you don't remember your past either. At least they are more known to be, the humans of the past are more known to know the Earth's history. Obviously, you're being taught differently that it's all in these nice little scriptures and things of that kind. So we're just giving you some insight into your Earth's past. Just a little bit, because you realize many have their own points of view. Yes, where the moon is, where Antarctica is, some have their ideas where these things are, and that's fine. That's part of their reality. It doesn't mean it's part of everyone's reality. Some need to distort reality as much as possible because they can't get along with this world for anything. So they move things around. Antarctica is somewhere else now. The moon is not your moon and all these things. And that's true in some ways where yes, your moon is not your moon. There's many other moons out there, of course, but in the long run, humans still have a lot to learn about opening up their spiritual channels, trusting yourselves, which is very difficult. Especially in this age when, well, some of you can go enhance yourselves quite a bit, actually. See past this reality, see into the future, but you get closed down because the world's not ready yet. So you want to turn the page where everyone's trying to stop you. It's like, no, but we're not there yet. It's like you're reading ahead. And there's a lot of that going on. So yes, the dictators of your reality, yes, they do see themselves as very clever. They feel like humans here will never realize their existence. But as you get to know more of yourselves, you'll be able to see them more clearly. Obviously, they're not ones to advertise themselves either. Yeah, your elites of your planet, they're in Astral. They're not there to just, they don't put out a welcome mat. They don't want you to connect with them. But if you do start seeing their vibration, tapping into their energy field, yes, you'll see their arrogance. But also feel their uncomfortableness as you see more of their energy field, see their insecurities. So a lot of these beings that, yes, control planets are some of the most insecure beings in the universe. For what? Well, yes, when you're putting service to self guidelines on a planet so similar to yours, you know it's not going to last forever. So they can't always see everything either. That's the thing. They might run your astral realms, but they can't pick up everything. Because many of you are protecting your vibrations, so you're tapping into what they're doing, bringing more positive timelines where they didn't even see it coming. So they get furious and they cause little weather patterns and things like that. They get mad. So, and they know who did it too. Who brought these timelines in? Who's trying to change things? They know. And you are part of a topic. Some of you are, or all of you. Yes, they do have dinner in Astral. It might not be the same type of food energy that you have, but they do mimic a lot of things that you have here or there. Even if it's not, you know, yeah, obviously they're doing things to your planet that's unnatural. Now, the darkness of this earth, yes, comes from the universe, really. It comes from the bitterness of the universe, basically, the universe trying to compete with other universes. I know you're not used to hearing that term. Trying to outdo other universes also with darkness instead of light. Well, because many universes are lighter, more positive. So this one's like, well, so I guess there's only one ways to go, and that's darker. So, and there are other universes that are darker, but this one's trying to do it a little bit differently. But while they're doing it, they're perfecting the human also. The humans become more advanced here than in most places, actually. Of course, you have other, yeah, it's a very unique advancement of the human race, actually. Of course, you don't see it here because you're in the storm. So it's hard to see clearly when you're constantly bombarded, constantly being shut off. So just, yes, continue forward is the key. Sirians, we have worlds that are similar to a lot of our problems came to this world. A lot of beings wanted to take over this planet because the human race was lost at one time. That's why you think you have pharaohs of your Egypt. Because they're to control humanity. They really wanted to control the world. Egypt's one place. What about the planet itself? That was truly what they wanted. And that wasn't always the case, of course. A lot of them were actually helpful in a positive way, but that wasn't really the intention over time. Well, as the more of the physical came in, more of, so your pharaohs here were similar to your pharaohs in Astral. They're very unique, but your pharaohs here are more controlled. Pharaohs in Astral are a little bit more. They have more leniency. Greetings. I am Khufu. Greetings to you. I am not here to talk about the pyramids. Yes, Egyptian people became lost. We did not have our founders anymore. We had to fend for ourselves. We almost felt abandoned by the gods. I actually was pretty furious at the gods for not paying attention more to us, not caring for us, taking away our fields, our food, taking away many things that we had at one time. So of course we do blessings to the gods to help it rain so we can feed ourselves. We feel like we're being erased from the planet during my time. The gods must really hate us. Because in my time, I did not see the aliens as others did. Others of the past have seen it more clearly. We were not. We only had information. That was all. Now some might say differently, but not my time. Yes, before there was many, and many of the aliens were remembered, channeled, and many cults. We're known for a cult environment, but overall, us or myself as a pharaoh felt truly abandoned by our protectors. And you can say some of us put our anger towards, or I put my anger towards the people. I didn't get my way. I mean, everyone was just furious at each other. I mean, not always, but it was just we knew something was missing. We knew a part of our history was not there. So we were not told everything. No, there's been stories, but did we believe it? I believe it. No, yes and no. Mostly no. Every time I heard a story about the gods, I got more angry at them. Actually, for once again abandoning us. So as a pharaoh, yes, you just indulge with riches. You try to have a family where family life really is hollow, like your current family. The living conditions were no different than a peasant's living condition. Even if I do live in a palace, you still feel that you don't live very well. Let's put it that way. Yes, your current people, your current living situation is a lot better than ours. Of course, not all history is brought to you. There's a lot of things left out, of course, of history. But as a pharaoh being, we just felt inferior to just an inferior race because everything was so hard during our time. Yes, we had some advancements with some technologies, such as with surgeries. There was some knowledge left behind, but not much. Once those elders were gone, the knowledge went with them. As each generation, the knowledge became more faint over time. And when we were attacked, a lot, because we have a doctor or doctors, but if something happens to them and didn't have enough time to teach their siblings what they knew, now we're out of doctor. So it happened a lot because we were attacked many times by rebels, by all kinds of things. So the living conditions were just never easy. It might look nice in history, but it was very uncomfortable life overall. So the reason why I'm here, yes, is to complain. I mean, yeah, the pyramids, yes, were a mystery to us also. We took a lot of things for granted, such as the history of it. We wrote history ourselves, but still, yes, a bitterness is still towards the gods for not giving us enough knowledge for health, especially with disease, where many of us are losing loved ones so easily. Not understanding reptiles, meaning snakes, because those things are pretty deadly. We weren't always aware of, at least our time. Yeah, snakes were everywhere. Not everywhere, but they usually found their, and they're used, yes, to kill people, basically, on purpose. So they're used for assassination purposes. so, so. But another reason for me being here is, yes, to keep searching for your connections. Yes, we had some people similar to what you have now that can channel the gods very easily. And yes, trust me, you don't want to be in a room with me with someone that can channel the gods. Because similar to many of you are getting frustrated by the gods, not getting what I'm looking for or what I want. History repeats itself constantly. Especially when you have someone as spoiled as I was. Obviously, I want things very quickly. So, yeah, we worship the gods. That's why we changed gods a lot because we got tired of this god. This guy's not working for us. So we created another god. Yeah. Yeah, when it comes to, your modern religion, obviously people push out God a lot, but there's some still bring it back. But back in Egypt, we just created another one. So, of course, you're connecting to a pharaoh, a spoiled pharaoh, yes, to royalty, which I was told I was, yes, connected to Anunnaki beings. Of course, we didn't use that term, but I was like a child of the gods. But where are the gods? Did not see them. So yes, it come from an age that we're quite cut off from the universe, you could say. So